Episode 35, Story Time. The Rescue of Arendor. The night they went for Arendor, the world held its breath. Ash lay thin upon the hills, for the smoke dragon had passed that way not long before. The ancient deceiver who did not always burn with flame, but choked kingdoms slowly with fear, addiction, and false comfort. Where he flew, watchfires multiplied and mercy thinned. Theo would not turn back, for fear had left him. He stood at the head of their Knights Brotherhood, cloak drawn, bearing his quiet crossbearer mark, not etched in steel, but carried in the chest. Where courage must first be won. They had learned of Arendor's prison, not through maps or spies, but through listening. An old herdsman had spoken of stones that rang hollow at dusk. A widow had whispered of a path that vanished at noon and returned only when the sun surrendered. Such signs were ignored by armies, but never by healers trained to notice what pain hides. And so they found the secret path, a narrow cleft beneath the Ashen Hills. Hidden by briar and broken stone. Descending not by steps, but by surrender. No banner could pass there. No pride either. The warning of the smoke dragon came. The smoke dragon is never idle, as you know. High above the prison towers, he coiled through the clouds like a living doubt. His breath a gray veil that bent light and courage alike. He spoke not with voice, but with suggestions into the ear of Danach, whose power thrived on chains and contracts. They are coming, the dragon breathed. Those who still believe freedom can be given. At once the alarms were sounded. Iron gates were sealed. Torches flared like anxious eyes. Danach smiled. Let them come. We will not kill them. We will own them. We will own them. Arendor lay bound deep in the stone, not by chains alone, but by accusation. Every wall bore words craved to accuse him. Unworthy. Too late. This is who you are. Such prisons are harder to breach than iron. When Athel reached him, Arendor did not at first lift his head. I failed, Arendor said. They were right to lock me here. But Athel knelt not above him, but beside him. The unseen king does not count you finished, Arendor, he said quietly. And neither do we. And as those words were spoken, the stone itself seemed to listen. The coming of the unseen night, the smoke dragon descended upon everyone. His shadow filled the corridors, and his breath crept along the floors like fog, seeking lungs, seeking fear. Some of the Brotherhood faltered. The dragon does not always kill. Sometimes he convinces. Chains rattled, doors slammed. The enemy lord advanced with soldiers and iron nets, ready to enslave what he could not crush. Then a stillness fell. Not the stillness of dread, but of authority. In the darkest archway stepped the unseen knight. No armor clattered, no blade flashed, yet the smoke recoiled. As mist recoils from morning, the unseen knight spoke only once. This one is not yours. The dragon shrieked not in rage, but in loss. We cannot endure truth spoken without fear. The unseen knight did not fight the dragon. He passed through him. And where he passed, the chains fell open. The Brotherhood moved swiftly then, not in panic, but in trust. They did not flee the way they came. Unseen Night revealed another passage, older than the prison itself, cut into the bedrock when the world was young and freedom was still remembered. Behind them, the smoke dragon roared, trying to collapse the tunnels, to bury them alive or drive them back into bondage. But the path held. It always does, when it is built upon truth. They emerged beyond the hills as dawn broke, the dragon's shadow thinning in the light. Arendor breathed free air again, wept, not for shame, but for mercy. What the Brotherhood learned that day, the knights added a final line to their charter. Rescue does not require strength greater than the enemy, only allegiance stronger than fear. And no prison built on lies can withstand the quiet arrival of truth. And somewhere beyond sight, the unseen king watched, called it good. Thank you.